Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My warmest greetings to all the resilient education leaders and education frontliners of DepEd Region 11. My courtesy and respect to our very proactive and dynamic Regional Director, Dr. Alan G. Fernazo, our Assistant Regional Director, Dr. Maria Inesi Asuncion, also to our DepEd Region 11 CLMD Chief, Dr. Mary Jean B. Aldeguer, and to all her hardworking regional supervisors, to all the chiefs of the 11 functional divisions of this region, my fellow education program supervisors in attendance, a pleasant morning to everyone. I am Dr. Mayan M. Jumuad, Education Program Supervisor in English from DepEd Davao City Division. I'll be presenting the least learned competencies in English with its corresponding analysis, interventions, and recommendations. Generally speaking, after the validation process of determining the MELCs from the curriculum guide, it underwent the process of dropping, canceling, retaining, merging, clustering, and many other validation processes. And it came to a point wherein some of the processed competencies became broad and need unpacking to be better understood. Therefore, there is a need for interventions such as the provision of activity sheets and other supplemental learning materials such as TV-based and radio-based instructions crafted and contextualized by our local teachers. Next slide, please. The prevalent and predominant least learned competencies are presented here according to key stages. Key stage 1 least learned competency is from grade 2, which states to identify and discuss the elements of a story, theme, setting, characters, and events. The interventions conducted here included individual face-to-face virtual coaching with a grade level mentor to share information to improve instruction. It also involves the conduct of LAC sessions on unpacking the least learned competencies, facilitation of demonstration teaching on how to teach the least learned competencies using a lighter approach, and the conduct of virtual meeting with the school coordinators and discussion of the problems encountered regarding the administration of the self-learning modules. Recommendations also include provision of supplemental activity sheets for guided practice at home, and making of supplemental worksheets using unpacked competencies of the least mastered competency, utilization of contextualized examples in presenting the competency to learners, introduction of the TVBI or radio-based instruction from Dunong Aguila program, and other supplementary materials like downloaded videos and audios from reliable sources to provide adequate and substantial support for synchronous and asynchronous learning. Next slide, please. Next predominant least learned competency is from Key Stage 2, which states the use of compound and complex sentences to show cause and effect and problem solution relationship of ideas. Interventions and recommendations are clearly stated in the slide on your screen. Next predominant least learned competency is from Key Stage 3, which states to evaluate and make judgments about a range of texts using a set of criteria. Example, comparing argument on the same topic and critiquing a short story. Interventions and recommendations are also reflected on the slide in your screen. Next predominant least learned competency is from Key Stage 4, Senior High School. English-related subjects include the following: Grade 11, Oral Communication, English for Academic and Professional Purposes, Media and Information Literacy, and for Grade 12, Creative Writing. In grade 11, Oral Communication, the prevalent least learned competency include distinguishes types of speeches and speech style. Interventions and recommendations are also flashed in the slide on your screen. Now, in grade 11, English for Academic and Professional Purposes, the prevalent least learned competency uses various techniques and summarizing a variety of academic texts. Interventions and recommendations are also emphasized in the slide as well for your reference. In grade 11, Media and Information Literacy, the prevalent least learned competency include to present an issue in varied ways to disseminate information using the codes, convention, and language of media. Interventions and recommendations are well presented in your screen at this moment for you to read through. In grade 12, creative writing. The prevalent least learned competency include to write journal entries and other short compositions exploring key elements of fiction. Interventions and recommendations are stressed and fully emphasized as you browse your screen at this point in time. In conclusion, it is greatly observed that the hindrance in achieving the mastery of the listed least learned competencies is that learners lack the prerequisite skills needed. It is therefore deemed that the idea of spiral progression is somehow not evident. Furthermore, most of the competencies are better understood or achieved when REACT strategy is used. In other words, they are best absorbed with the presence of teachers and peers. REACT stands for relating, experiencing, applying, cooperating, and transferring. So as we embark on a new journey in the midst of this pandemic, the CLMD team under the leadership of Dr. Marijane B. Aldeguer shall never cease to pave its way for a remarkable pursuit of its goals towards realization of the mandates and strategic objectives of the Department of Education in terms of supervision and provision of technical assistance, still in accordance to the DepEd's Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan amidst the advent of COVID-19. So, on behalf of all the education program supervisors who are here, let me say heads up and let us all say hello to the new normal. Once again, a pleasant morning to everyone, and may God bless us all.